Hello guys, this is Terry from Geeky Gaming, and we are back with a new One Piece theory. This theory isn't really what I would consider super in depth or anything like that. It was just something I've really been thinking about for a while now, since we've started to gain more information about the Vinsmoke family, and since we've starting to see Sanji act more bold, per se. Bold enough to point a gun right directly at Caesar, though those two don't seem like friends to begin with. That's not the point. Who exactly is Sanji's father? Is he the blonde Gorosei like many people think? Is he a new character? Is he someone that we know but don't know a lot about? I'm here with a theory that is a little bit different, a bit crazy per se. We all remember when the supernovas went to the New World, how Beige Capone found himself on an island that had a small planetoid floating above it. And if my thought process is right, I agree with other theorists about this, that floating planet above the island he landed on is the base for Jorma 66, or for Warmonger, or the Vinsmoke family, whichever you want to consider it. And the only thought that came to my mind is Shiki could be Sanji's father. Shiki has the float fruit of the Fua Fua no Mi. He was at his prime during Roger's era and was known as the Flying Pirate. Both of these fit very well with the thought process of this is a floating planetoid. It could be something related to the New World's magnitude and how waves go different ways and how the weather creates weird phenomenons. Or Shiki could have a floating planetoid on which he travels from East Blue, North Blue, South Blue, West Blue, across the Red Line, across Marijo into the New World. I'm just kind of spitballing here because I still think there's a possibility that it could be a new character, or it could be the blonde Gorosei, like many people say. One similarity I will bring up is that both Sanji and Shiki are blonde. I know a lot of people bring this up about the blonde Gorosei guy, which we know pretty much nothing about. But besides that, both Shiki and Sanji like to smoke. And as we saw in episode 0 and a little bit in Strong World, Shiki was smoking a cigar. And from what I've collected about Shiki's personality, he's a little bit goofy and zany, but he's mostly a happy person, very calm and calculated. He has a knack for planning, often coming up with plans that are very grandiose or big or innovative. One thing that really made me think about the possibility of Shiki being Sanji's father was something I read earlier. Upon being notified by Dr. Indigo that the development of the SIQ formula on fauna of all 16 floating islands would require a period of 20 years to accomplish, Shiki was completely happy to wait long, indicating his extreme degree of patience and devotion to maintaining his plan. I know that the floating islands are not really canon because of the fact that they believe they happen in Strong World. I'm not 100% sure, but the fact of the matter is that Shiki has not been seen, but yet Shiki is still confirmed to be alive. With that in mind, this would be a pretty major way to bring Shiki back into the picture. I mean, with Shiki being calculated and calm, he would be an excellent assassin. And his bio on the wiki, it said he would easily kill lesser subordinates for like unknown reasons or for any reason. But he treated his main crew almost like a family. What if the Vinsmoke family wasn't really a family per se, but a crew that acted like a family? And Garp said something else about Shiki that's also in the wiki that made me think. According to Garp, he is not the type of person who can tolerate a peaceful era for long, but also added that Shiki would not instigate something big without extensive planning and preparation beforehand. This strongly implies that Shiki had the drive and mindset of a warmongerer. You heard me, a warmongerer. He possesses an extreme amount of patience, as shown by the fact that he was not upset at all about having to wait another 20 years before his plan could be complete. Another thought that I'd like to come across with is I've heard a couple other theorists say that the dawn of the Vinsmoke family has a bounty set for basically has a job that he wants to accomplish that he would need Big Mama's Yonko forces for. And a lot of people say that job is to assassinate another Yonko, but a couple other people have said it's to assassinate Monkey D. Dragon. When was the only time Shiki has shown fear? During storms. What does Dragon create? Storms, gust of wind, lightning, bad weather like that. As we saw from when Dragon saved Luffy in Logtown, that gust of wind, that storm that appeared that basically sent the Straw Hats in the correct direction to the Mary. It could be it could give a reason for Shiki to come out of hiding if Shiki thinks that, hey, I have a full Yonko's force, I have a plan, I can kill Monkey D. Dragon, and I won't have to get my hands too dirty, and my plan will actually be fulfilled. I cannot talk tonight, guys. But I also do agree with those who think it's the blonde Gorosei. It would also be an excellent way to bring the Gorosei into the picture instead of keeping them on the sidelines, because we have no idea how strong those five guys are. If we could get one of them in the picture, we could at least get a general idea of how strong they are. But I'm also very open for it being someone else, another new character that we don't know of yet. I just thought this would be such a brilliant way to bring Shiki back into the picture, especially with the fact that Shiki is still alive, guys. It'd be a pretty keen idea of Oda to bring him back like this. But if Oda doesn't, Oda will have other plans for Shiki. Well, I've been Terry with Genki Gaming. I want to thank you guys for listening to my theory. Tell you guys to have a great rest of your day, night, morning, week of your life. I'm out, guys. See ya.